Hey guys, this is the deck that I'm going to use in the following gameplay. This is my urban variant of the Close Quarter Crayon deck. I will apologize in advance, I am feeling under the weather, so I'm a bit nasally today. But yeah, this deck has been modified to use standoff units more. The Raiders are in standoff. The Dragon has been added. I still have the Cat Saber. I dumped the Troopers. I added a third Trooper AA just for the third Dragoon. Um, and I think I bumped up the Combat Engineers one. That's pretty much it. What else? The Striker ATGM trophy. I got 4 of those. I love this guy. It's like the Bradley of the Striker deck. Um, yeah, still using the Cat Fae and the HIMARS as my artillery. I'm using the Striker Shorad without trophy as my primary, uh, yeah, Shorad, I guess. And just for cost savings is really the whole reason for that. And it's a double stinger. This might be controversial, but I love the Lab AD. And this is basically a Lab AD with a radar and minus a smoke. But I think it's worth it for the radar. Any other changes? Not really. I have the FEP in here without any protection. I've got the HC in here without protection. I'm using the M60 here in case I'm going against like a mirror matchup, or it's good fire support in general. I actually need to test this out some more, so this isn't final. Double harm CJ, double 1K JDAM F35, JSOW Viper, Firebomb Snake Eye Hornet, Rockeye Fighting Falcon, and the Maverick Sidearm Harrier make up my air tab. And I bumped up the Lab 25 up 1. I know I'm jumping all over the place, apologies. Bump this up 1. I'm trying out a recon by a route recon strategy where I put the Force Recon in a Lab AD, drive it down a road, and I'll follow it with a Striker trophy with a sniper in it. So the Lab AD will meet contact, smoke, unload, pull back, or it will just pull back, just whatever I need to do in that situation. But if I find, like, say, just like a man pad or something, my Force Recon will kill it, and I'll get some good information. For 140, that's a pretty good price for recon, considering like a Global Hawk, right, is 150. It gets shot down. You have nothing else, no other added value. But this can, do some damage and put some pressure. So pretty cool in that way. The Striker RV Javelin unloads the snipers, and depending on what the Lab AD sees, and the snipers can provide really sneaky lasering. And the Javelin trophy doesn't have to expose itself, but it also can expose itself to do Bushmaster 2 Javelin things, but then pick up the snipers and keep it moving. So this is intended to work in pair with my HIMARS to get really good, basically sniping action going on with the HIMARS. Trying it out, we'll see how it goes. Other than that, the main doctrine here is I'm rolling in with the Troopers AA in a Dragoon and the Cat Dragon in a Dragoon. That's all fire support. Fire support by air or anti helicopter, and fire support by anti-vehicle with the Cat Dragon, and then the Bushmaster doing Bushmaster things. So tons of fire support. The Marines and Raiders rolling in on Hemets, and then the AAVP Marine small combo offering a little bit more of an assault package. And then for woodline attacking, I can load in combat engineers and 2 smalls. That's a really solid grouping to take out anything in the woods, to pair up with, say, a tank. That's pretty much it, guys. I use some of this to some effect in the following video, but I don't get to use it in its entirety. You'll see why. But I hope you like it. And yeah, catch you guys in the next one. Cheers. Hey, welcome back to another Broken Arrow video. This time we are on Swalky Gap, where I've just told my teammate I'm going to go to Alpha to help support him and then move back mid. I'm using my Marine Striker deck this time. I'm trying out a new version of my Striker Marine deck where it's more focused on like urban CQC. I'm always trying new things. I don't like to get bored. But yeah, I open up with Dragoon with a Trooper AA and a... Oh, here we go. See, he gets so confused. Yeah, this guy's, he can't read. Reading comprehension is essential when text chat is all that's offered to us. My strategy here is the same as other maps with difficult flanks. This flank here is a pretty typical target for like a 2v1 to start out with because it's got two essential, or 3 points separated by that tree line. So really whoever gets there first establishes, really sets the tone. And it's really hard to fight back into that point. There's a lot of open ground to cover. So yeah, I was thinking I would help him out, but he got confused because he can't read. He must be special ed. And you know, this game is open and available to players of all caliber of learning styles. So instead, I guess he decides to just malt and goes mid. And then I think green decides to follow my strategy and help establish right before moving back. So yeah, because he's fully given up on A, I guess I get A. My plan was to do urban CQC through middle with the urban CQC deck I just built. Instead, I get stuck with playing the flank. It's fine. I'm not that mad about it. Definitely not as mad as this guy. They open up pretty air heavy, a lot of helicopters. Pretty annoying, but altogether not a bad strategy on their part. The UAZ opener. Funny opener. There you go. They got alpha. Probably a helicopter drop. I don't know if I saw a helicopter. Oh no, it's just K-17s. This guy's still malting. I don't know what to tell him. I'm just gonna ignore him. I was gonna respond to him, but I'm about to get into a fight, so I just decided to be the bigger man and just ignore him. So he opens with Cherny Beretti and Spetsnaz. So he's got a lot of anti-infantry and anti-armor. Pretty solid opener, to be honest, on his part. I am lucky that green opened with me because we're not doing too bad, to be honest. It could have been a lot worse. I'm still thinking about talking to this guy, but I'm glad I didn't. He's having a bad day, so let's let him have his bad day. He can be big man. So going back to the strategy here, one of the major differences between this deck and my normal CQC Marine Armor is I changed the Raiders. Oh boy. Here comes the big bomb. Oh, that hurt, man. We didn't need it, you know. That's the worst part about it. So I lose my Raiders. But yeah, at some point I'm going to be able to tell you what my deck is. That's a pretty exciting opener. Yeah, so I'm using Raiders in their standoff. I'm finding the CQC variant of Raiders a little underwhelming, so I'm going to try a standoff variant. I always get the value out of my standoff unit, Raiders, and you can call in a Hempt with Marines and Raiders, so why not have all the AT capabilities of both, as well as their high durability. So that's my plan here. So I open with them in the Hempt. I'm trying out the Cat Dragon. I've never been a big fan of the Cat Dragon. It fires so slow. I've just been really frustrated with, how slow the fire rate, I'm sorry, the missile projectile velocity is. Um, so, that's been a holdup of mine. But recently, I've played against some Russia gamers who've used the Metis, Metis, to decent effect. And so I was thinking about using the Metis more in my gameplay, only to realize I get the exact same characteristics as the Cat Dragon, minus the second launcher. So the Dragon is a Metis with ripple fire. That's the difference. It has the same ability to shoot. Like, here's another thing. The Metis has, two 600-meter LMGs. The Cat Dragon has a Browning, which is 800 meters, and a 240L, which is 600 meters. So it's got even better anti-infantry capabilities in standoff variants. So my idea is I will use the Dragon as a standoff unit exclusively that supports infantry. Unforged. If I'd have moved my pack just a little bit further, I wouldn't have lost that. Yeah, so anyway, infantry and standoff is the main idea there. EMP on my flank here. Got orange coming up. That was a yellow helicopter. That is 3 players. So they're not happy about losing Alpha at all. Can't believe this BMP just perfectly outranges the 1000 range. Oh, and it collapses the tower and I lose a ton of health. Very frustrating. Oh, here comes a yellow reinforce. Orange is closing on me. Reds get the BMP. I called in this little force on the left with a Dragoon and an HEGM trophy earlier, not realizing that I was going to be engaged by red on this road. So that was my bad. Comes yellow reinforcing. Reds brought in more reinforcements. Oranges bringing in UAZs. Classic 3v1. Doing just about everything on that point. I do manage to get the Dragoon and ATGM out. And I have a chance to reinforce some Marines. Oh, and here comes, what is that, Brown? So that's the 4th player to show up on Alpha. I'm realizing this in the rewatch that I just got 4v1'd on Alpha. Oh, and a perfect ballistic missile on what I thought was a pretty safe place to hide those units. In hindsight, obviously not. Didn't really do a good job there. So yeah, guys, I kind of get screwed here. Dealing with everybody and their mom, and not having a good time. And this is BMDs, by the way, so I'm getting BMD spammed. It's like the worst version of a BMD spam, where it's doing nothing. It is outranging me, though. Yellow's still on the point. That's fun. Drone over my head. I'm pretty tilted at this point, right? Like, purple left me. I don't know what he's doing. I'm getting overrun by BMDs. Yeah, my mental is not great on this game. My teammates can't read. So I try to surrender. I was gonna hide this part because It's so like lame on my part, but I decided to keep that part of the video in because I don't want to hide the fact that I got tilted, and it happens. Cooler heads prevail. They do not agree to vote. I think maybe if if that bomb had gone off and blown up his backline earlier, maybe he would have voted in my favor. I don't know if he was the one that said yes or no or whatever, but yeah, kind of a rough start, right? We don't have Bravo. We don't have Alpha. I did enough to keep, I guess, J from getting pushed. I don't know. Yeah, it was definitely a problem for them on Alpha, so they're probably uh, just kind of rebuilding, and they're going to get ready for a J push. If I was them, I would have just pushed J off the bat with the remaining BMDs, but yeah, Brown decided not to. We also lose Delta. Like, we got smacked in the opener of this game. Not great. Not great at all. Oh, here comes the K-17s. Ripple Fire Cornets. These little divots in the ground there, I don't know if you guys saw me right-click my Striker Dragoon into one, but you can hide units in those little trenches in the ground. They're like little construction pits where they're, you know, I think it's simulating like, you know, building a foundation for a building. So yeah, I'm just gonna park my units there while I sort of rebuild. These drones are everywhere. Well, my Patriot has a decent time. Let's get him out of there. Green does a great thing. Look at that sniper in the back line. Good man. Be like Green. Green listen. Green like tried to support me in the beginning. Green's helping push Bravo. I owe Green a drink. Dragoon trophy up. So then I'll have fire support in both 2 Dragoons with AA and AT. And then I'll have my tank, which is great fire support. I've got Marine Raiders coming in a Hemet with supplies. So I have supplies and infantry support. And I've got the Striker ATGM. Again, great fire support. And wouldn't you know it, a perfectly timed ballistic missile. I've never seen anything like it. Who can time a perfect ballistic missile for a Hemet? How is that possible? No idea. There's 4,000 supplies in there, and my infantry barely took a hit. This is the beauty of high unit count infantry. So I do love my Marine Raiders for that. This K-17 seems to have disappeared magically. Like, these units are kind of just running up the road. So I'm going to let them sort of close the gap, get into those buildings, and start inching my way back inside. And just keep rebuilding everything that they keep taking away from me. These guys got to be feeling pretty good about themselves at this point. All those ATGMs. Ouch. This is where the beauty of the Marine Raider standoff start to shine. Look at that gap. Look at what they're doing. Oh my god, the building collapsed. I just can't win, man. Look at all that AT infantry. Yeah, I think those Spetsnaz are AT. Say just outside of their range. My cat dragon team. I could have got them in a building, but they were shooting, so I was just gonna let them do their thing. I lose another dragoon. Oh no, you know what that was? They shot my mech AA, which I put into a building over there. And then here I get artillery again. Drones. Like, I have no answer to everything that's getting thrown at me. Ballistic missiles, MLRS, drones, all these ATGMs. I'm having a bad time. Now I'm kind of just pushing my dragoon around because it's got APS, right? So that at least gives me the ability to. Oh, look at this. So I'm microing, killing drones. I'm turning off the AMRAM so I don't fire 2 AMRAMs at a single drone. I'll send out another AMRAM, kill that drone. Here comes their response with the MiG-29. And I gotta get out of this. This isn't gonna be a good trade for me. My pack trying to light up that MiG-29. Miss, miss. Time for another Hemet. Another miss. What is this MiG-29, dude? This is great. Oh, MiG-35. I mean, what's the ECM on that? It's nuts. I give up. I don't want to lose that for no reason. So I got a bunch of fire support pinned down in that building complex, but they can't see it yet. Luckily, I've got that Striker ATGM in that tree line, so at least I have some vision that they're not going to sneak up on me that way. But to be honest, the rest of the flank is wide open. He's been throwing a lot of drones. I mean, there's how many people am I playing against right now? Playing at least against orange and brown with the BMDs, the MiGs, all the ballistics. I think brown's the one shooting all the ballistic missiles. So we're building up an assault package here. That's where the AAVB comes in. How's the rest of my team doing? We got D back. B is still ain't happening. Green gets a nice little vision on this S300, which is nice. So I'm trying to get him to laze it. They've got vision somewhere where they're seeing what I'm doing on J with this ATGM trophy. This is a great tip for you guys if you're not doing this. Put your ATGMs, like your Bradleys and your Striker ATGMs, just keep moving them. Move them as much as you can. Put them on a back and forth move fire order, and they will survive. Because that guy was definitely going to arty them, but because they were moving back and forth, he couldn't, like, pin them down, I guess. Well, here I just take a risk. Just gonna try to get these Marines up as close as I can. I noticed a supply truck, which is probably good for me. They might be hiding behind a building, I guess. So I get my MLRS pre-queued and pop these guys out. Line infantry. My Striker ATGM is shooting Toby Bs at him and just blasting them. The rest of my assault force, the MLRS, is going to hit. well as more Toby Bs, and my tank decided to take a shot in there. I saw. So towers are down. We got a cruise missile. No, this isn't cruise missiles. This guy's what? It's like a bomber in his T-160. Yeah. It's my tank. I can't keep anything alive. This is my nightmare. Oh, Conqueror's all the way out in the woods over there, shooting its version of the Toby B at me. Was that the Attacker? Here comes more BMDs. Is that red? So red's on this point now? Guys, that's every single opponent in this game has put something on alpha at this point. Oh boy. No! Jeez, that was close. Yeah, this game's been crazy. The fact that I got alpha through all of the... yeah, I definitely saw red, orange, yellow, brown, and... Yeah, I think no, pink is the only one who hasn't been over here. Good times. God, that's such pain. Oh, BMD versus Dragoon. Dragoon wins. I love the Striker Dragoon. So much so that I actually prefer the Striker Dragoon to, here's a hot take, the Booker. Because in the Striker Dragoon with the Bushmaster, it does a lot of what the Booker can do with less damage. But it you know, if you side shot armor, it'll kill. If you oh, look at that. I got both the Smirches in view. They're laser designated Smirches. Comes orange. After I beat Brown's BMDs, orange is back with his Doom stack of ATGM. Ouch. Oh, but they aren't coordinated because they freaking bombed themselves. Yeah, he bombed his own Spetsnaz there. Big win. Get wrecked, bozo, as Ben would say. Ouch. They found my supplies. They know where everything is. I'm cooked. Look at these cruise missiles. Those cruise missiles hit so big. He got both the long-range AA and the 2 tornadoes. Massive. Yeah, I'm getting like out reconned here, and I know it. I just don't know what to do about it because I'm still just trying to reinforce this point because I'm going against so many enemies. My game freezes. OBS issue, skill issue. My toe is gonna put the hurting on something. No, cruise missiles. These cruise missiles are just so painful. Striker ATGM finishes off the Conquerors. Right. Yeah, so Orange is like suspicious now that he's lost all that backline. So he's sending out his Corsairs to deal with those snipers wisely. I do like want to kill these Corsairs, but another MiG-35 coming my way. Be impossible to kill MiG-35. It's like a beast. Ooh, more BMD spam. Did this guy not get the memo that like BMD spam's over? I'll just send a Harrier at the problem. Get all my units in position to fight this BMD spam. Look how many there are though. What are we doing here, guys? Yeah, I think this guy thought the BMD spam still worked, so he sent in what, a whole wave of BMDs with 4 helicopters. It's like turns out I had the perfect counter. Also turns out I is just gonna be toxic with these planes. There's no way that traded. He got like a tow team and a marine squad and something else. Alright, it is at this point, I think, of the game where my wife comes home with both of our kids, and they're like, I have like a baby sitting on my lap and another one hanging off to the side. So I get really distracted. So the actions per minute go way down, guys. So I'm like begging my wife to take the kids somewhere else so I can finish this game. A game I wanted to surrender, but now like definitely need to play. Planes don't really get anything. Great phase 2. If you're playing Russia, like, and you're still BMD spamming, please stop. I think we figured it out at this point. How to defeat it, I mean. So much air. So we've captured Bravo. They have Delta, though. we've got enough going on. I mean, I've got this whole right side on lock. Which is crazy considering I had 4 players dedicated to killing me earlier. You know, that's probably why we were doing so well.
Anti-aircraft standing by. Roger, we're Oscar Mike. Rocket artillery at your command, sir. Artillery on the move. Moving to contact.
My back just one-shots him.
Cargo. 10-4, we're moving. End of the line, everybody out. U.S. Marines, ready for combat. Check that building. Anti-aircraft specialists ready. Get your asses in that building. Here, beans, bullets, and bandits.
I just want to stay spread out. You see what he's doing, right? He's like sending in these, you know, Tu-160s with, you know, what are they, 5K or whatever bombs, and just bombing the point over and over and over again. So I just don't want to be predictable. So I'm trying to spread out, maybe take a little bit more space.
Striker reporting in. Armor moving out. MLRS ready. Send fire mission. Someone asked for a ride? Combat patrol underway. Look alive!
This guy's supplies.
Building. Set up a base of fire.
Thanks for the resupply, bruh.
We're the AA team. Get your asses in that building. Fire in
Oh, little Osa hidden in the woods there.
Looking for enemy
Didn't see that when I was playing.
area. Striker at your command, sir.
Iskander, ballistic missiles. Or no, cruise missiles. Jeez.
New course set.
Yeah, they're doing a lot of like planes and artillery, and it's at the detriment to their ground forces. Oh, I can see in my minimap. Looks like Brown is doing his little B&B thing over on Delta. So that's why things get a little bit lighter on my end. He's like spreading out, doing his BMD spam on the other side of the map. Yeah, to be honest, I think one thing I wish I would have done, and again, I'm like incredibly distracted at this point, but I would have pushed to help my team over on in mid a little bit more. I mean, they're doing all right, right? And there's like 3 of them already in mid, but yeah, could have been helpful.
Standing by. Good copy. Next waypoint received. Copy. Relocating.
That's something that's really
Radar inactive. They can't
possible with Striker deck.
always a Marine. Heavy cavalry ready for action.
A lot of fast reposition capabilities.
Troop transport.
Probably could have caught up another pack, maybe got my pack a little closer to deal with a lot of this plane spam,
Not 10 fucking minutes.
stuff like that. What I'm trying to do at this point is do some route reconnaissance, sending up strikers to, you know, check for snipers and, you know, take out any ambushes, things like that. Oh, Panseer is just getting away. If I hadn't been suckered into that Panseer fight, man, I probably could have just sent these things up the road and tried to kill Orange's backline. Instead, like a random T-15 appears. That's always fun. So I'm going to back off the T-15 fight. I don't have nearly the capability to fight that right now. Yeah, I'm kind of ready for the next round of whatever comes my way. I've got AA, I've got infantry, fire support. At this point, I decided to call up some recon units, and I'm trying a new thing with this. This is hopefully this is interesting. So somebody on the Reddit posted the roles of armored recon, and really like shared the doctrine around it. I thought it was really interesting because they talked about recon by or route reconnaissance and the role of armor in that. And I thought, man, that's really interesting. Let me try to put that into practice. So my strategy now is I'm the helicopters, and yeah, they have harms on them, and they just feast on my front line. Oh man, not harms, but what is that? Seed. Rating. There's like a little swipe there at me. Gets a couple of good units. Pretty effective, I'll give him that. Very annoying. He gets a tank and a shore ride. And I think he gets a trophy. Sorry, a Dragoon trophy. Alright, going back to my route reconnaissance thing. So I'm going to use a Lav AD with Force Recon in it, Force Recon standoff, and I'm going to send that like right up the gut and try to find whatever I can find. If I find something, I'll smoke the Lavs, send up the Force Recon, maybe get some kills. It's 140 points, the whole package, but the idea is, it's 140 points invested in recon and damage. So like a drone, which, like a Global Hawk's 150, you lose that, you lose everything. But with this, you introduce pressure, you introduce the ability to get a little damage in, and you do some reconnaissance. So that's my hope, at least. And then I follow it with the Striker RV with a single sniper. And the idea there is the Striker RV has, number one, can, keep things spotted that engage my Lav AD, but also drop the sniper, and then the sniper can do like lasering in a very sneaky way of anything that's spotted. I recognize the Javelin can also laze, but the Javelin trophy is just a little bit frail and a little bit too easy to spot. I'm just not interested in letting him die like that. Come on, Dragoon. No. Oh, my Dragoon almost got the kill. That's where you go, yeah, if you had a Booker, you would have got the kill there, but that's what it is. Just testing lanes. These guys do a lot of recon. You can see the Orion circling. You can see them constantly sending just recon units trying to figure things out. And the point of that is he's finding targets to ballistic. It's like the gist of that. To send my Lav out, my Lav smokes. I didn't realize my Lav smoked, or I would have turned him around. But I find the BMD wave that's prepping to fight me. My Force Recon is just chilling there on the BMDs didn't have the line of the vision to see my 2.5 stealth Force Recon, so I kind of get away with that. There you go. I still have some stealth recon on the field. So I'm just gonna send them up, see what they can see, put them on hold fire, and hopefully get some more value out of them. yeah, I lose another SHORAD because I left the radar on. And these guys are running Catrans with Seed. Watch this pack 2. 1 whiff, 2 whiff, 3 whiff, 4 whiff. You want to know why I did that? I put it in between all these buildings, so it lost line of vision. So it was helpless. Whiff. Nice try. Oh my god, look how many helicopters there are. They find my Force Recon. And I ran out of Trooper AA. Oh my god. So now he knows, right? I'm ripe to just feast on with these helicopters because I've got nothing killing that forepost. I'm just in forest conservation mode at this point. Freaking helicopter rush strategy in this ELO just seems so stupid. It works, man. Just gonna have to hide all my units and hope my SHORAD gets up fast enough. But look, he runs away. Like, man. Not smart. You should have just pushed. Not sure how they saw that. They must have recon in that bush.
Welcome to the missile age, choppers. Good copy. Next waypoint received. Copy. We take that building. Good copy. Next waypoint received. Radar deactivated. Providing direct fire.
My HIMARS haven't done too much for me, mostly because I've controlled the only contestable point, so everything that's coming in is just like assault waves. So you saw them, they like tried to defend against an assault wave. They did defend against an assault wave pretty well. But that's pretty much all they've done for me so far. Ballistics. They give up on the ballistics, but kind of wearing us down. So what their strategy here is just win through kills. We're gonna need to do better than that. They need a point. I did spy a couple of BMDs coming my way. I've got my ATGM trophies up to kind of replenish some of the lost units that those helicopters took down. I've got my SHORAD back. Coming it down to the last minute, so you know what happens at this point. If we lose another kill skull, like if we go down another 1,000 kills, we will lose this game. Luckily my my man pad is refilled. My SHORAD is up. It's funny, my SHORAD being on actually killed a couple of cruise missiles, which was good. These cruise missiles did take down my AA. Man pad, I mean. There's a tank. I have to hold this point. If I don't hold this point, it's game over for us. And I have to do it without losing too many units. Luckily, these guys are kind of scattering, man. More cruise missiles. You have to hold out. They were dangerously close to getting that last skull. Look at that. Holy. Wow, we just barely won that. And that's it, guys. That was, yeah, that was my refined deck. Playing a little on an island and distracted. But I think we did pretty good. I lost a lot of units, but that was their whole strategy was artillery-based kills. So um, that's why my KD doesn't even out. So I just have to hold the point and not let my KD totally plummet. And I've done my job. Look at the Harrier getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 kills. Every single Maverick got a kill. The Shorad getting 3 helicopters. Patriot eating up some of their planes. Even my F-35 getting a plane kill. Uh, yeah, I mean, overall, not too bad. Anyway, if you guys like this, please leave a like and hit the subscribe button. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Cheers.